kisses from your baby girl.
And my father, James Nelson, Port Authority police officer. Daddy, Mommy, Annie, and I love you and miss you every day. Butterfly kisses always. Jonas Martin Panic.
Firefighter Paul J. Pancini.
John M. Paolillo.
Edward Joseph Papa.
Salvatore T. Papasso.
Firefighter James Nicholas Papa George.
Mary Papalardo.
Vinod Kumar Harakat.
Vijay Ashankar Paramsathi.
Nitin Ramesh Parankar.
Hardai Parbu.
Police Officer James Wendell Parham.
Deborah Marie Paris.
George Paris.
Yi Young Park.
Philip Lacey Parker.
Michael Elaine Parks.
Robert E. Parks Jr.
Hashmukh C. Parmar.
Firefighter Robert Barrow.
Diane Marie Parsons.
Leobardo Lopez Pascual.
Michael J. Pascuma Jr.
Gerald Hughes Paskins.
Horace Robert Pasananti.
Suzanne H. Pissarro.
Avnish Ramanbai Patel.
Dipti Patel.
Manish Patel.
Stephen Bennett Patterson.
And my father, Peter Allen Nelson. We dearly miss you, and in my eyes and heart, you're always a hero.
And my brother, firefighter John Sharp, mentioned 201 in Brooklyn. We love you and miss you every day. And Jeanette's doing a great job raising your big little league team. God bless you all. Thank you.
James Matthew Patrick.
Manuel D. Patricino.
Bernard E. Patterson.
Clifford L. Patterson Jr.
Sarah Marie Patty.
Robert E. Pattison.
James Robert Paul.
Patrice Paz.
Victor Hugo Paz.
Stacy Lynn Peak.
Richard Allen Perlman.
Darrell B. Pearsall Jr.
Thomas Nicholas Pecorelli.
Thomas Pedicini.
Todd Douglas Polino.
Mike Agent Pletzier.
Anthony G. Peluso.
Angel R. Pena.
Robert Penninger.
Richard L. Penny.
Salvatore F. Pepe.
Paul Allen B. Peralta.
Robert David Peraza.
John A. Picante Jr.
Alejo Perez.
John A. Angel Perez Jr.
Angela Susan Perez.
Anthony Perez.
Ivan Antonio Perez.
Nancy E. Perez.
And my brother, who will soon become a grandfather, FDNY Captain William O'Keefe.
And to my father, Emilio Ortiz. Daddy, me and Emily miss you.
Barry Berenson Perkins.
Joseph John Picaro.
Edward J. Parada.
Imelda H. Perry.
Glenn C. Perry Sr.
John William Perry.
Franklin Allen Persha.
Danny Pesci.
Michael John Pescherine.
Davin N. Peterson.
Donald Arthur Peterson.
Jean Hoadley Peterson.
William Russell Peterson.
Mark James Petroselli.
Philip Scott Petty.
Glenn Karen Petit.
Dominic A. Pizzula.
Colleen Elizabeth Pizzuti.
Kevin J. Pfeiffer.
Tuan Pham.
Kenneth John Phelan Sr.
Sney Ann Phillip.
Eugenia McCann Piantieri.
Ludwig John Picaro.
Matthew Picerno.
Joseph O. Pick.
Christopher J. Pickford.
Dennis J. Pierce.
Bernard Pietranica,
Nicholas P. Pietranti,
and my father, Israel Pabon. You were taken away from me way too soon, but I'll never forget you. Every day I look in the mirror and see more of you in me. Me, Mommy, and Sarah miss you more than words can explain.
and my uncle Leobardo Lopez Pascual, who will always be in our hearts. We miss you. No hay un día que no pensamos en ti. Te queremos mucho.
Theodorus Bellis,
Susan Elizabeth Pinto,
Joseph Pascaldo,
Christopher Todd Pigman,
Joshua Michael Piver,
Robert R. Plaisir III,
Sandra F. Plaisir,
Joseph Plumitallo,
John M. Posher,
William Howard Pullman,
Lawrence Michael Palash,
Thomas H. Polhamus,
Steve Policino,
Susan M. Polio,
Darren H. Pontel,
Joshua Ayusa Poptine,
Giovanna Boras,
Anthony Portillo,
James Edward Patordi,
Daphne Poletos,
Richard N. Poulos,
Stephen Emmanuel Poulos,
Brandon Jerome Powell,
Scott Allen Powell,
Sean Edward Powell,
Antonio Dorsey Pratt,
Gregory M. Preziosi,
Wanda Evelise Prince,
Vincent A. Princiata,
Kevin M. Pryor,
and my best friend, Mr. George Paris, who I love very much. And I want to read something from his mother. She wrote a poem for him, please. It says, in the darkness of the night, I ask, can the world ever again be right? Will I ever find the love I lost today? Push back the tide, unbreak the sun, cover the night till another day's done. We love you, George, your mom, your wife and daughter, and your sister.
and my son, Ryan D. Fitzgerald. We miss you, Ryan, and love you. Life is not the same. We especially miss those beautiful blue eyes. Love Mom, Dad, Liz, and Caroline.
Everett Martin Proctor III,
Carrie Beth Krogan.
David Lee Proom,
Richard A. Prunty.
John Foster Puckett,
Robert David Puglisi.
Edward F. Pullis,
Patricia Ann Puma.
Jack D. Punches,
Hemant Kumar Patur.
Joseph J. Pisior Jr.,
Edward R. Piken.
Christopher Quackenbush,
Lars Peter Qualben.
Lincoln Quap,
Beth N. Quigley.
Patrick J. Quigley IV,
Michael T. Quilty.
James Francis Quinn,
Ricardo J. Quinn.
Carol Millicent Rabelais,
Christopher Peter Anthony Raccaniello.
Leonard J. Ragaglia,
Eugene J. Raggio.
Laura Marie Ragnisi Snick,
Michael Paul Ragusa.
Peter Frank Raimondi,
Harry A. Rains.
Lisa J. Rains,
Etishman Raja.
and my best friend, Bella J. Buchan. Your family and friends love you and miss you so much, and not a day goes by that we don't think about you. Keep smiling, keep shining. We love you.
And my wonderful cousin, Kenny Lira Arevalo. We love you and think about you every single day.
Hassan Baju.
Edward J. Rawl.
Lucas Rambusek.
Maria Ramirez.